Hello, everyone. First of all, thank you, Alex, for your warm welcome. And hello, everyone. We hope you are enjoying this first journey in South Summit 2023. And a big welcome for our panelists. How are you? Okay. Let us begin with this panel discussion where we will be talking about a main topic, a very important topic for startups. We're going to talk about talent. Okay, we will be talking about striking gold, talent in startups, with the three people who are very familiar with this issue and who help us. You're going to help us to gain a little bit understood about how is the talent nowadays in startups, what we can expect for the next few years, and how to reach and join the best talent in your companies. Okay, allow me to introduce them again. Leticia González, Marketing Director in Sesam HR. Beatriz Oficialdegui, Marketing Director at Destinia, and Nacho Travesi, CSO, Chief Sales Officer at Cobee. The first challenge that we have for now is that you can introduce yourself, but just in 1 minute, because we have not enough time.
Perfect.
Okay, start with Leticia, maybe?
So thank you for coming, and thank you for this invitation. Sesame, no? Sesame HR is gonna tell you a quick that we are thinking. Because for us it's a HR system, but it's not only a HR system that we are doing. We always say we are redefining the employee's experience, and also with technology. No? For us it's people and technology combining both to have the great experience for the company. So that's why Sesame working in that way. So.
Perfect. You have a little set of comments. Beatriz?
Well, I'm the marketing director in Destinia. Destinia is an online travel agency. It's a Spanish online travel agency, but we sell worldwide. We started 20 years ago as a startup. Now we are not a startup anymore, although the number of people working in the company is like a startup. We sell worldwide. We sell in 90 countries and 21 different languages. But we compete with big competitors like Booking, Expedia, etc. So we need to get a lot of talent in the company to be able to compete with those big companies.
Super.
Perfect.
Nacho?
First of all, thank you very much for the invitation. Congrats for this 10th anniversary. And about Cobee, I will start explaining what is the meaning of the name, because Cobee means company benefits for employees. This is our triangle, and we work every time thinking in our triangle. Okay, what we are doing is we are trying to simplify the complexity that you find in terms of how we are consuming benefits and the whole compensation of employees. Compensation means more than benefits. It's true that we are starting to attack this pillar, okay, benefits, and what we are doing is we are an app and a credit card that allows employees to consume the benefits with a lot of flexibility. Also, for the companies, what we are doing is we are providing them more flexibility to offer this kind of benefits, and also to adapt these benefits to each reality that we have in the company, because probably companies, they don't need the same for employees of 25 to 30 years old, or employees between 30 to 40, okay? Mm-hmm. And I have 10 seconds about myself. I am a former employee of Gympass. I was the head of sales for Spain, France, and Portugal. And now I found Cobee between my co-founder Borja and my co-founder Daniel, ex-co-founder Daniel. But now Borja and I, we are trying to push our mission and vision. Danny, he's very involved in our activity every day, and that's it.
Okay, perfect. As you say, Nacho, thank you for joining us with this interesting panel. And here we go. I would like to start having a little brief about how the talent market is now, what can you tell us about the current state of the talent market? It's, if we look 5 years ago, do you think that things are better, worse than in this time? What do you think yourself? Up to you.
Okay, so I think it's the change of era, no? Because I thinking that now the employees are the employees now are going to the companies to ask them to interview them. So all the employees now are coming to our companies to say, okay, what do you offer me? Because if you don't offer me, I'm gonna change because another company is gonna give me. It's meaning in terms of benefits, in terms of different forms of work that we have now in this month, like hybrid, presential, or we have on home office. But I think it's this kind of change. I think the talent is of course, changing not only in this mentality, because the new generations are pushing really hard for each company, so we have also to know exactly what they demand, and the companies we have to know to have all these multi benefits on the company. But I think it's a really challenge now for the companies to understand individually what the members of our company want.
Yeah, such an interesting point about benefits. What do you think?
Well, in my case, I think that in the last around 5 years, the talent has changed a lot. Technologies are changing the world, obviously. All the companies go really fast, and we need to go as fast as the society is going. So obviously, the needs of each company and the startups are totally different from 5 years ago to now. So we need talent that is ready to go as fast as the society is going. And I think that at the moment, young talent has that mentality as well, and is helping a lot to the companies to go faster, change fast. They are used to that, and the talent, it's really important, and the young talent are helping a lot. So in the last 5 years, I think we are more ready now than we were in the past, because in the past we weren't. I think the companies have the mentality at the moment, all the companies have the mentality at the moment that we need to change, society is changing, and that it's essential. In the past, it wasn't like that. A lot of companies were very old-fashioned, so it was really complicated to get really good talent, because the new talent, the good talent, wants challenges, and now that the companies are changing and are ready to get this good talent that actually challenge the employees.
Yeah.
I would like to cover this point through different points, okay? Firstly, it's about the war of the talent. I think that we are worse. We have a worse scenario compared to 5 years ago. That's why the pyramid, it's totally inverted, okay? We have less people that it's acceding to these job employees, and this is one of the points, okay? The second point that I think it's that talent, it's more demanding, it's more competitive, and what companies we are looking, it's the excellence in all the people that we are interviewing, okay? And the last point is that talent, it's more demanding about an employee experience, okay? That means that employees, they don't want just a salary. They are looking for a benefit space. They are looking for an environment in their offices. They are looking for a culture, and they are looking for a project, okay? And they are looking to try to involve in a project. If they don't feel involved, probably this talent they will choose your project, no? And I think that this is the panorama that we can find in terms of talent.
Yeah, so important. I think that about what you say, the companies has to have an eye focus on what the society is moving, this fast movement. Okay. And what do you think, Nacho, you told something about that, but what do you think is the most important thing that motivates the young talent to join a team? And, or maybe what are the key factors to move the people?
Yeah. For me, obviously, it's culture. It's something like, it's very important. For example, in Cobee, what we are looking people that can adapt in our culture. If you are not adapting to our culture, probably in 3 months you will decide to leave. Okay. Second thing that what we are seeing that employees they are looking for, it's a something more than a salary. They are looking for a benefits program, and benefits program not means retribución flexible, that probably a lot of you knows, but they are looking for something more. They are looking for something that involves him, involves her, involves their families, involves their pets. That means that for the young people right now, they are looking for, okay, I would like this base salary, I would like this benefit package that includes, for example, an insurance for my pet, that includes, for example, meal cards, that includes an entertainment card for Netflix. I don't know. But the important thing is that something that can adapt to their needs, okay? And the other thing, it's a remote and an international environment. Okay, we are looking for international talent, and that means that we cannot speak, for example, in Spanish. It's true that we have a headquarters here in Spain, that everyone speaks in Spanish, but what we are doing is we are starting to implement some dynamics that everything is in English. And just the last one is to work with the new tools and with the new technology that the market is providing. For example, today we have had a team innovation, that is one of our values, okay? Workshop about artificial intelligence, okay? And we spoke about how we can improve our internal processes and how we can improve our external processes. No? And it's important to adapt to these new technologies. Sorry.
No, I totally agree with what you were saying. I think new people, well, it's not just young talent, but everyone, I think at the moment, what are requesting when they are looking for a job is to be listened. I think in the past we were used to go to the office and do whatever they told us, and we just did it. At the moment, people want to be listened, want to be part of the company, and to have a two-way communications in the company and with your boss. It's not about just tell me what to do and I will do it. It's about offering something to the company, feel part of the company. Yeah. And I think that is really important on the structure of the company, as I was saying before, that the people, even the person that is on the lowest stage, like the one that is a trainee, for example, wants to offer something, wants to feel like they are actually giving something to the company. What they are doing is something that helps the company to keep growing. And I think that is, apart from all the benefits that Nacho was saying, I think to be listened and to feel part of the company, it's, and get feedback and give feedback, it's really important for the employees and the talent to feel like part of the company and get involved on.
Yes, so important.
I'm going to add one thing more, because I'm totally agree with them, but I think if we are talking about with tech talent, so I think sometimes, I think all the time, so they are thinking how they can grow on the company, what is the project. So I think it's really important to have a plan, to grow in plan. How is the plan, how they can grow on the company, like in this profile. So sometimes they're going to be managers, sometimes they don't want to be managers, and we have to know, we have to listen them and exactly decide what they want to grow in the company. Because now, in Spain, for example, we have like, I'm in this company for all my life. No, it's not true. No. So we're gonna, sometimes we now stay here, but who knows when we're gonna stay, no, in a few years. But we have to know exactly how we catch that talent for 2 years or at least for 6 months. So what is the plan for that people in this company for 6 months? We're gonna have the revenue that we have on the people on the team. So if we have, okay, so the culture is really important, so everything is really important, but we have to know, like a company, that the talent is moving really fast, and now in this world, no, that you can have talent around the world, it's not limits. So we have to know exactly, this is your plan in the company, so it's your career. So if you like and the culture like it, please come on with us, enjoy the way together.
Okay, I understood about of what you said. The people that are not looking for the long-term careers, not these career plans for long-term, but just a project, right? Just a motivation that to join with you. Okay. I would like to open our Zoom and look abroad of Spain, international talent. Okay, About international talent, do you think that it's important for the companies to attract the international talent, have locations or headquarters all around the world, or it is possible to attract and join the good talent with just one headquarter, maybe here in Spain? Yeah. What do you think about that, about the locations, how to attract?
I think nowadays that as you said, the world is so big and so open, and we are so used to work on remote. We think we need to think broader, right? So we need to look outside of our frontiers and look everywhere. Of course, we have a lot of very good talent in Spain, but as we are looking outside, other countries are looking into Spain, so sometimes it's really complicated for us to get the good talent and a good. As well, the salaries are important too, and sometimes to get good talent here, it's okay, but it's cheaper for example, for a German company, it's cheaper to get a tech talent to get it in Spain than in Germany. So it's really competitive world. But I think one of the good things about opening our frontiers, and we have offices in El Cairo, in Brazil, we have people working on remote all around the world. Venezuela, etc. And one of the good things about diversity and about working with people around the world is the diversity, right? It helps the company a lot. As I was saying before, if you listen to people, you are getting people from different cultures, different point of views, and that is going to help you a lot to grow the company, to innovate, to get other ideas outside of our culture. If you want to grow worldwide and not just be a Spanish company, you need to have people from outside to get other point of views. We have been in the Arabic area a lot. The culture is totally different, and working with people from the different countries from the Arabic world or Arabic countries have helped us a lot to get feedback and to change things and evolve and innovate and grow our revenue and business in that area. So I think that is really important as well for the international talent. Not just because of how much they cost, but how much they actually help the company to grow thanks to the diversity and innovation.
Yes, different cultures, ages, genders make very rich the company, right? Yeah. What do you think, maybe, Leticia?
I think, now we are speaking about before, like the world is open, no? To have like every talent in every place on the world. So, but I think now Spain, I think is a place that we have really good weather. No, we cannot talk about today here in Madrid, but I think it's really good. No, I mean the people is not now like only visit Spain and or working like a nomad, digital nomad, just to stay here. The people is based here. Just the international talent, so it's coming here to stay with the company, to stay in the headquarters. So I think it depends on your company and the culture. If you want a remote company, of course, you can have it. But if you don't want, your culture is not 100% remotely, you need headquarters when the people can go there to socialize, because where is the power of the relationships? We are humans, so of course we need the headquarters to stay with people, to explain, to just talk with your colleagues, and something like. If you, like a company, wants this kind of culture, of course we need quarters, or at least a space when 2 times a week or 1 day or something, you have a space when we're there, feeling like in a company, in an ambient, like you are really involved, no? In like in a company. So
of course,
And about talent, I think that when we speak, we are speaking about all type of talents, okay? Because for a startup, it's an obligation and it's mandatory to have the best talent in our startup. It's independent if you are from tech, product, sales, marketing. You need to have the best in class. If you want to scale, if you don't want to scale, you can have other type of people. But if you want to scale your company and to be a unicorn or a Series B, Series C company, you need to have the best talent. About headquarters or not headquarters, I think that this depends on the business. No, we were speaking about this before entering in the panel, and we show that we are very totally different businesses. No, Destinia, they don't need to have headquarters around the globe. In our case, Sesam, HR, and Cobee, we need it because it's a part of our business. And about to attract talent, for me it's independent. If we have the best talent here, we will try to attract them. If it's outside, I will try to do the best to try to bring to Cobee.
Okay, perfect. After talk about the talent worldwide, you have different situations, but not two different views about that. And we have just 5 minutes, and we talk about how to awake the interest of the talent, but we have another big issue. It's how to retain the talent, okay? Because awake the interest is so important, but retain this talent is a very big challenge. Okay, do you think it's necessary or so crucial this mobility that we have on the technological talent? How a company can extend the tail, no? Can extend the time or the motivation in the teams joining in a project? What do you think about retaining talent?
I think I say something before, like if you can make a plan, like a growing plan on the company, and you know exactly each member you have in your team, so you're gonna plan exactly this retention of the talent, because sometimes it's not only because we are like people, so we are not the same today and tomorrow, and we only have, of course, to have a plan of growing, but also a plan of let's say benefits, like you can choose in your way that you are growing in this company. So I think something that is gonna retain the people is obviously the culture, the growing plans, the benefits that you're gonna have on the company, and not only benefits that I have the health insurance now. I think they have really value on the mental health also, and also, for example, the Fridays free meetings days of Fridays. So, for example, it's not something that the company is gonna spend like more than money that time. I think it's really important time also, but it's something that you're gonna have on adapting to your team, to your necessities, because you are listening all the time the teams of the company. So we don't have more time, but
Sorry.
Yeah, in my case, I think that to retain talent, it's something that we need to align to different maps. Okay, the map of the company of how needs to work to grow your company. That means that because it's totally different the talent that you need in the first stage of your startup that when you are in a scale up, and then if you are in a growth path. Okay, I think this is the first one, no? And then you need to try to find the best talent for each stage of the company, no? And to try to retain, I think that you mentioned before, no? Career path, very clear. Try to adapt the expectations with all of them. I think that the talent is changing a lot, and sometimes the people, they are entering the company saying that, okay, I am here just for 3 years because I would like to add value in this part, and then I will move to another company to try to do the same, okay? And I think that the talent is moving more for an specialist side, in the sense that, okay, I would like to respond a need of the market to try to adapt my talent profile to the stage of the company. That's it.
Perfect.
I totally agree with them. And one thing that you were saying, people want to keep learning, and I think that's really important as well. We are starting to specialize a lot, and if you want your company to grow and to innovate, and you want the people that you already have, because you know they are good talent, to keep in the company, you need to actually give them the opportunity to keep learning and to get specialized, so that you will keep the talent. They will feel like actually are doing something different, because we live in a society that goes, as I was saying before, that goes really fast and changes all the time. Everyone needs challenges. We don't want to be doing like our parents when they were in a company and they joined a company with 20 years old, and they knew they were going to be there forever, and they were going to do the same thing for the whole life. Nowadays, no one wants that. Everyone wants to keep learning, apart from growing inside of the company, like keep growing internally and doing
Yes.
different things. So I think that is really important too.
This kind of improvement, right?
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
People are looking for that. Okay, we have just finished. Time is up. So sorry. I would like to continue this conversation with you, but there is another panel waiting for the stage. Thank you very, very much for sharing with all of us your knowledge and your experience. Big applause for them, please. Okay.